Okay, what we want to do now is we want to look at the copy command in DOS. And basically the copy command is going to do the same kind of thing that you can do in Windows. You pick up a file from one place and you're going to copy it to someplace else. So think about it in Windows, what you need to do is you need to uniquely identify the file. So in Windows what you do is you just take the mouse and you click on it and it highlights it. And then you drag it to where you want and you're specifying the where. So when you do it in DOS, essentially you're doing the same thing, except you can't do it with a cursor and you can't do it with a mouse. You simply have to specify it explicitly. So when you say the WAT, which is the file that you want to copy, you just have to make sure you uniquely identify it. And if you use a fully qualified path name, then that's fine. Otherwise, as in other cases, what DOS will do is it'll just it'll use what it defaults it needs to make it specific, and the to where the same basic idea applies. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to move back to the root of the A drive. Change directory / takes me to the root. And if I do a directory, then I just have those three directories here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Notepad and I'm going to save a file in the Word directory of the A drive. I'm going to call it hello.txt, and it's basically just going to have the word hello in it. Okay, I've done that offline, and when I come back here and type the IR, so you see there's in fact something called hello.txt. There's 7 bytes instead of 5. I think I put an extra couple of spaces. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to copy that file from one place to the other. I'm going to make multiple copies of this. I'm going to maybe make a copy called hello2 and hello3.txt. So I'm going to say copy hello.txt to let's say hello1.txt, and that's going to create another copy of the same drive with a different name. So there's 2 of the files with the same contents with a different name. And then I'm going to say copy it to something called hello2.txt. And now after it copies that, I should have 3 files. I'm going to do a dir. So now I have 3 files the same size but the same content, one called hello.txt, hello1, and hello2. Now before we use those files we just created, I just want to quickly go through what we have over here. The first one copies files, all files with a first name of report with any file extension, right? As we saw in class, we could use the wildcard character. So all files that have a first name of report, no matter what the extension, even if there is no extension, to the B drive. Now, where is it copying it from? It's copying from whatever my current directory is on the current drive. How do I know that? Because I'm not saying where I'm copying it from. And where am I copying it to? I'm copying it to the B drive. This assumes there is a B drive. Where on the B drive? Since I'm not specifying, then by default it's going to be the last place I was on the B drive. If I wasn't anywhere on the B drive, then generally it goes to the root. What happens if I say copy B : first? So notice I always have to say what I'm copying and where I'm copying it to. I always have to say what. Right? If you look at here, see there is no square brackets around the what, but the where does have. So this can be defaulted, but the what I'm copying cannot. There has to be some specific file specifier. So this must be that I'm copying from the B drive. It doesn't say what directory, so it must be whatever directory I was in over there. And I'm copying the file called first, if it exists, from the directory that I was last in on the B drive to where? Well, since it doesn't say to where, it means to here. Wherever here is whatever my current drive is, my current directory. What happens if I say copy A *.* to B:? So it's going to go from the A drive. Since it doesn't say where on the A drive, right, it's going to be from wherever I was on the A drive. *.* means everything, right, no matter what the file name is and the file extension. And I'm copying it to the B drive. Where on the B drive? Wherever I was, and last on the B drive. And again, if I wasn't anywhere, then the root. What is copy AA to BBB? Well, it means current drive, current directory. Take a file called AA and copy it to the current drive, current directory, BBB, and that's what you saw me do before. It's just going to make a copy of the file with a different name. What happens if I say copy A : myprog to B : yourprog? The same thing. It's going to the last place I was on the A drive, copying this thing called myprog, it's going to go to the B drive, and notice what it's doing over here is not only is it copying, but in fact I can actually change the name of the file when I copy it over.